I'm not going to lie to you when I say that the West is the region of the United States that I've spent the least amount of time. So my experience with these cocktails is a little bit limited, but I have made a lot of these many times before, so I have learned them in the past. The West is home to some of the biggest states in the country, both figuratively and literally, especially California. But a lot of them have some very popular cocktails as their state cocktails. So let's quit talking, let's get mixing. The first state up is Alaska, and Alaska has an interesting shot as their state drink known as the duck fart. Once again, this was previously seen on my Smash Bros. Cocktail list for Duck Hunt, and I've learned recently how to properly make a duck fart the Alaskan way. So I'm very excited to show you guys. Start off with a little bit of Kahlua at the bottom. Then we're going to layer on top some Bailey's Irish Cream. Now this is a cream-based liqueur, so it does need to be refrigerated if you are in a pretty warm area of the United States. Then finally, we're going to pour some Crown Royale. And there you go. The Alaska, the duck fart. Next up for Arizona, we have a classic highball style cocktail known as the Tequila Sunrise. This one, it looks very beautiful when it's done. In fact, it looks like a sunrise. So to start this off, we need half an ounce of grenadine at the bottom of the glass. Once you add your grenadine, then you add your ice. And then you add a nice cool 2 ounces of tequila. And finally top that with orange juice. And you'll see you get a natural ombre style in the drink as it starts to naturally diffuse with itself. But I'm using too many big words. All you need to know is that this is the Tequila Sunrise for Arizona. For California, we have a Mai Tai, a nice tropical drink that everybody knows. Now to make this puppy, start off with 1 ounce of dark rum, one ounce of white rum, three-quarters of an ounce of lime juice, half an ounce of Cointreau, and half an ounce of orgeat, which is an almond syrup. And then we're going to give this baby a whip shake, meaning we're going to shake with just a small rock of ice. Now you want to whip shake this until that ice is completely melted. We're just trying to barely cool down the drink. Once you hear that ice is completely broken down or melted, you can pour that into the glass. And then we'll top it with crushed ice. And there you go. The California, the Mai Tai. Sexy granddaddy of all tiki drinks. For Colorado, we have a cocktail called the Colorado Bulldog. This is a simple build in the glass drink. Start off with 1 ounce of vodka. And we go 1 ounce of our Kahlua. A splash of half and half. And top that with Coke. And there you go. The Colorado Bulldog for Colorado. It's similar to a White Russian, but this one adds cola. For Hawaii, we have a pina colada. So in here I already have some diced pineapple and some ice. Next ingredient we're going to add is 2 ounces of coconut cream. 2 ounces of white rum. And 2 ounces fresh pineapple juice. This cocktail is joked about in my family for being my mom's favorite because she hates both pineapple and coconut, so this is the antithesis of her. Blend until it's nice and smooth. And then you're just gonna pour it into your glass. This recipe makes enough for about 2 or 3. So there you go. The Hawaii, the pina colada. For Idaho, we're doing a whiskey sour. Now let's start this off by making this a classic whiskey sour. Meaning, we're going to add egg white. Alright, now let's make the actual cocktail. Start off with 2 ounces of whiskey. I'm using bourbon. I just killed the bottle. 1 ounce of lemon juice. Half an ounce of simple syrup. And then we're going to do a dry shake to start us off. Once you have your dry shake done, you're going to put your big rock of ice. And you're just going to do a couple of soft shakes to chill down the glass. Then you're going to make that airtight seal. And you're going to really go at it. Double strain for smoothness. And there you go. The Idaho, the Whiskey Sour. For Montana, we have a cocktail called the Boilermaker. I was very disappointed to find out that this one wasn't Indiana because I wanted to make a joke about Purdue. But, oh well. This one's very simple and it's very similar to the Jaeger Bomb, which was Indiana. Start off with a shot of whiskey. We're going to drop that in our cup. Now I'm just killing bottles today. Then we go on ahead and pour our pint of beer in. And this really should sink to the bottom, but it's a lighter shot glass. So there you go. The Montana Boilermaker. For Nevada, we have something called the Nevada Cocktail. Expecting to see this next time I go to Vegas. Well, when I go to Vegas. Start off with 2 ounces of grapefruit juice. 1.5 ounces rum. 1 ounce of lime juice. Half an ounce of simple syrup. And to finish it off, a dash of bitters. Strain that out. And there you go. A Nevada cocktail. For New Mexico, we got a cocktail called the Chimayo. To start this baby off, we're going to use 1/4 ounce of amaretto. Half an ounce of lemon juice. Full ounce of apple cider. And 1.5 ounces of tequila. Strain that out. And there you go. New Mexico, the Chimayo. For Oregon, we have a sloe gin fizz. Now, what is sloe gin? Well, it's made from sloe berries, which are similar to cherries, and it's not actually a gin at all. It's more like a cordial. So it's more like a slow liqueur. But it's still delicious and very red. In fact, you can probably replace some grenadine with this. Start this off with 2 ounces of sloe gin. And it looks like a murder scene already. 1 ounce of lemon juice. And then we're going to top that with soda water. Simple 3-ingredient cocktail that you build straight in the glass. For Oregon, the Sloe Gin Fizz. For Utah, we have a Jello shot. Now to start off, we have our Jello powder in here. We're going to add 3/4 a cup of boiling water to that. Give that a nice stir. Then I'm going to add a couple ounces of rum and some ice. And just stir that all up. Stir it up until all the ice is melted. Alright, once all the ice is melted, you're going to put that in the fridge for 30 minutes. I don't have the time to do that, so there you go. The Utah, the Jello shot. Penultimate cocktail. For Washington, we have a Washington apple. Now to start this baby off, we go 1 ounce cranberry juice, 1 ounce Crown Royale, and the original recipe calls for 1 ounce sour apple puckers. I don't have that, so I'm using Applejack. We're going to use another 1 ounce of that Applejack, or sour apple puckers, depending on what you have. Shake it up. Strain it out. And there you have it. The Washington apple. Finally, for Wyoming, we have a cocktail called the Grizzly Bear. Start this baby off. We need 1 ounce of Jägermeister. We're going to use 1 ounce of our Kahlua. 1 ounce of amaretto, and top that with milk, but I use half and half. Let's go on ahead and give that a stir. Turns into a bit of a polar bear because of the milk, but either way, this is Wyoming, the Grizzly Bear. So here we are at the end of the series. This has been a great trip around the United States for me, figuratively of course. I love learning about all these cocktails, or the ones that I learned about, and I love sharing it with you guys. Alright, let me know down in the comments what you think I should cover next. But other than that, cheers. You enjoy yourselves.